We're learning that Mica tried several times over the years to leave her husband, John Paul, but for one reason or another was always drawn back. Just last year, she fled to Kansas, where her family lives, and that's where my next guest met her. Shaelynn French met Mica at a women's church group. Great to have you here. You bonded with Mica when she came to Kansas to be with her family and get away from her husband. What did she tell you about him?
She told our group that the things that I recognized were she told us how much older he was than she was. She mentioned how his kids were close to her age, and then because of this shared experience that we had, I also had an abuser from when I lived in North Carolina, and that was when we instantly connected, and I think she just knew I needed help. So she's stuck by me and listened to me. She mentioned that her husband would make her watch unholy acts.
I'm sorry, her husband would what?
Make her watch unholy acts. She didn't go deeper into it. When she talked about the abuse to us or claiming that her husband wasn't kind to her, we got watered down versions, and it was almost like she was questioning if she was being abused at all. You could tell she was still halfway in denial of everything that was happening.
Was it clear to you that you thought
yes. Yes. In fact, she mentioned how he talked about mental health and she was struggling with mental health. But when she was in Kansas with us, she was so excited to be seeing a therapist, taking care of her own mental health. She was excited to get on the right medications. She was sane. She was happy. She was willing to start a new life. She was wanting to jump in like ahead at everything, mission trips, the worship team, which is where we met and we bonded. She was willing to live.
Did she give you any other details about what her husband would do or say to her that you thought was abusive besides watching? I'm guessing you mean pornography of some kind. What else would she tell you that happened?
She was very worried that he would follow her.
And that he had in the past?
Right. Very, very worried that she was going to get followed. And so she was staying with her sister, and I would rather not reveal that town for her safety, but about an hour away. Yes, she was in a nearby town staying, and she hung out more with where I am from because she wanted to make sure that she was safe and with people and with the community just in case she was found.
And was she excited to start a new chapter in life? Was she relieved and happy to be away from her husband? I'm trying to get a sense of what her mental state was.
Yeah, when she first came, she described it as a trial separation. And then later on, she was saying, I'm trying to separate from my husband. She was excited. She was ready. She was planning trips with us. We have a lot of domestic violence and sexual assault survivors in our it wasn't a women's group. It's just a mixed group of individuals for like a small group Bible study. We were all ready and planning to go on outings with her for all of our healing. And then all of a sudden, she was gone.
Right. After just a few months, Mica left Kansas very suddenly to return to John Paul. She sent you this text message, which read in part, "It is a miracle. My husband has asked me to come home and be reconciled. I'm leaving today." To which you responded in part, "That's wonderful news. I hope you two are able to work things out," adding, "I'm praying your husband understands your worth and sees your value as a woman." Were you surprised?
Yes. I was very surprised. All of us were, all 5 of us females that were in this group and close to her got the same message. So we looked around at each other and unfortunately kind of joked, blink twice if you need help. In the end, she needed help. After the story broke, we had no idea just how bad it was. Otherwise, we would have fought to keep her here.
How did you hear that she had died by suicide?
TikTok.
You heard on TikTok?
I found out through TikTok and had to inform the rest of my friends. I think he had her, because we never heard from her again. I think he had her so far removed from all of us that we never heard from her again. And in fact, one of the males who was also in contact with her, his text message that he got said, "Don't ever contact this number again."
What was your reaction, Shaelynn, when you heard?
Tears, upset. This was someone who had gone through very similar situation that I had gone through. This was the person that even 7 years later, after my incident, was validating me, was listening to me. She was a godsend in my life, and I was not well. That's the best way to put it. I was not okay, and I knew after everything I heard about JP, he had to have some involvement. I didn't know how. He may have not pulled that trigger, but he definitely drove her there. And hell would be a nice place for him to go. In fact, purgatory would be a better place for him to go, so he can think and mentally abuse himself just like he did Mica and his other victims.
Shaelynn French, you obviously loved her. This must be hard news to be still dealing with just a few weeks after this. She died. Thank you for joining us tonight and giving tribute to your friend. Thanks so much for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.